Kerfing is one of many ways to bend wood, but I'm going to show you how to turn this into this, the easy way. It's pretty cool. What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to take a solid piece of wood and be able to do this. And you may ask why you would need to bend wood like this. But let's say that you have a project that you're working on that you need to go around a corner. This, by kerfing, will provide you a seamless edge. This is the same technique that they use a lot of times for, let's say, the edges of guitars or, you know, any type of old clock, you know, that you may see that have that, you know, that rounded shape at the top. So let's dive into it. I'm going to show you the easiest method that I know to kerf wood, and I'm using plywood for this, but you can also do this with solid wood. So let's get into it. So with kerfing plywood, you want to get down all the way to about the center of the very last layer, the one right before your veneer. Now I'm using a sliding miter saw for this. I'm actually setting up my depth stop now, but this can actually be done with a skill saw. It can be done with a table saw with a sled. But like I said, I'm going to show you the easiest way that I've found, and that is with a sliding miter saw. Again, setting this depth stop just to the perfect depth. And if you're not familiar with the depth stop, this is how it works. Once it's set, it will only go down to the depth that you set it for. So it's perfect for repeat cuts like this. So now I'm going to make my first cut, and then I'm going to check it out. Make sure it's not too deep, not too shallow. And if you notice the little block that I have there, that is a spacer that I'm using to make sure that at the lowest depth of the blade, it is actually passing all the way through the material. If not, then you'll get kind of a curved edge on the end. And for this material, I'm setting the width between my kerfs the same width as my blade, so about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to make that mark on my saw so that I can line it up and repeat this cut. And you want to spend a little extra time, you know, fine-tuning this when you're first getting started. Wood is expensive, especially nowadays, so you don't want to destroy a piece of wood, you know, by making your kerfs too close together or too far apart. And with your depth stop and your line for repeat cuts, this process gets much faster. And as you go, check it. Check to see how pliable that it is. Let's say that you're wanting to only bend it at a 90 degree. You may want to just make a few more cuts from here and then stop. Once you get it to where it is pliable as you need it for your application, you can stop making the kerfs. But for this demo, I'm going to go ahead and make a lot of kerfs just to show you how flexible or pliable that the material can be. Okay, so I've made a lot of kerfs here. Now, as you can see, they're relatively evenly spaced. Not perfect, but your kerfing is going to be hidden in your application, so it really doesn't matter. And there you have it, quick and easy. Yeah, it's kind of fun to play with. Hey, thanks for watching. If you've gotten anything from this video, subscribe and like.